today's world, anywhere you go, people just lack the motivation, they lack the value of wanting to be better.
Right.
But the reality is all they got to do is look at the mirror, talk to really good people in the right circles, and they can literally create that value so instantaneous. I think these things happen for you, and we have to learn how to embrace that problem, because instead of being victimized and laying in bed being like, why me? Like, how come it happened to me? Like grow up, put on your fucking clothes and accept the fact that shit happens. And it does happen, and we don't like it at that time. But when it happens, you pack up your mind and say, all right, time to find a way to fix this and learn from it.
The law of action is so important with the law of attraction. It just, you cannot do one or the other. Sometimes people get confused on that because they're so powerful in the mindset of law of attraction, but then they don't go out there and do the law of action.
Today we have Eli and Mike. They are the mortgage lenders in California and full-time content creators. These guys been building their personal brand and their business for 20 plus years. And today, they're gonna tell us how they did it.
Hey guys, welcome back to Glitches, where we talk to entrepreneurs and business owners.
We're so excited.
Welcome guys.
Thank you.
What's up?
Thank you so much for doing this for me. As you guys know, like, thanks to you, I actually created Glitches.
Oh my God.
This is actually real. Like,
Yeah.
Everything that you guys are looking at, that you guys are learning, that you guys are experiencing, the people you guys are connecting with, is thanks to
Oh my God. Thank you.
We are able to like create this community, put you guys together, and teach about mindset, because that's actually like the foundation.
Yes.
It is the foundation to becoming successful.
Right.
It's like you can become a millionaire and everything, but if your mom dies or something happens,
Yes.
and you start having the wrong mindset, you start taking the wrong decisions, you can fuck up all the progress that you did.
Everything.
For me, mindset is the foundation to becoming successful and staying successful.
And I think that's so important too, because the reality is, I think actually falling sometimes on your back is a learning example of correcting your mindset. Because all of us, I'm a little older than you guys, I feel like as you keep growing, you become stronger and more solidified in and what you show and exemplify to other people. So as you said, like, you learned a lot and you're building this straight out hardcore like manifestation energy that you've been even talking to us about. But I also do agree that a lot of the falls that we have and that happen to us happen for us, and that's what makes us even stronger. And I agree with you 100%. Like, there's so much stuff that we can still build and grow on if we were just to accept the fact that the failures are going to make us stronger.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think that failure is like wrong, or they get sad, they get negative energy.
Yeah.
And I believe actually failure is what builds you up. It's what teaches you.
Correct.
And if you really embrace failure,
Yes.
failure is good.
Yes.
Failure is what actually gets you to the point that you want to be.
Exactly.
And you need to learn from failure.
Right. And I was actually telling Mr. Eli on the way here, meeting up with you, Mr. Glenn, that honestly, I promote failure because we have to learn from it. There just has to be a balance, you guys. There just has to be a balance. It can't be 80% failure and just keep living your life at 80% failure. No, there's going to be failure, maybe 20% or 30%. You grow from that. But don't let it run your life. Promote it. Do we promote it? Yes, we do.
I teach you guys how to create this currency. There is value. How do you create this? By getting into the community and getting guided by me, because I don't believe I'm the person to tell you what to do.
Right.
But I came here to guide you how to do it.
Exactly.
And find it by yourself.
Yes.
So for me, it's like you can get in the community.
Yes.
You can learn a lot from me, a lot from the books, a lot from these guys that they're amazing, and become valuable. And once you're valuable, you can have this currency to exchange it with anybody, like I do with my coach. Yeah. It's like that, right?
No, exactly. And I think I love how you said valuable, because I feel like a lot of people don't even realize that they can extract value out of themselves already. Mm-hmm. They wait for the value to come later, but it already exists within them. And that's the problem, I think, with today's world. Mm-hmm. Anywhere you go, people just lack the motivation, they lack the value of wanting to be better.
Right.
But the reality is all they got to do is look at the mirror, talk to really good people in the right circles, and they can literally create that value so instantaneous. If they were to just, like, I don't know, how do you say it? If they were just to be able to just go in and like harness it, just bring it out and show it to people.
And sometimes people can't unlock that, but you can help these individuals unlock that, because it's a hard thing to do. And sometimes you need that guidance. Sometimes you need that blueprint. And Mr. Glenn has that. I was just telling him on the way here to the Santa Monica Pier, we were driving here, and I was telling you, right, how we know a lot of millionaires and billionaires. And when I mean a lot, it's like maybe 5 or 10. But what I was telling Mr. Glenn is that his mindset is literally locked in exactly like a billionaire's mindset. I have billionaire friends who, they go out and they meditate and they think for hours and then they go back and provide. There's only a very select few people like this. And the reason why we're here with Glenn today, because he had that 1% mindset. And honestly, it's probably like 0.001% mindset that you have. And I'm not even just saying this because he's our really good friend. We, again, surround ourselves with millionaires and billionaires, and Glensky is one of them. He truly is. He truly is.
So a question for you: what like inspires you to be who you are as an individual? You're 21, and I think there's many 21-year-olds that would want to like tap into your mind and find out what in the is this dude doing? How come?
So, first of all, my family. I actually started a project with my family where I'm helping each of them to become better because they raised me in a way that wasn't a way that I wanted to. They raised me in a way with self-doubt and not really believing that I was capable of doing things. So it's not their fault. Just because they probably were raised the same way. So I'm not complaining like, oh, it's their fault, like because of them. I'm actually blessed that I got the message, I know what I'm doing, and I can guide them.
And you're defying the odds by just saying that. You're like, oh, it's fine, bring it in, but you're still like defying it. You're like, okay, fine, that maybe my roots come that way, maybe my family's background's that way, because we can agree, right, Mike? Our background is exactly the same. Our family's like, why are you doing that? Like, go get a 9-to-5 job. Like, life is so much easier. Why are you making this so complicated? Like,
take a break.
Yeah, like
take a day off.
Like, actually, it's complicated if you do 9 to 5. Like, that's actually a hard job. Imagine being in that matrix and being stuck to 9 to 5 and repeat over and over and over. That's horrible.
You're being controlled. You're being controlled by the system. And a lot of people ask me, what is the system? Because there's a lot of, they call it matrix, they call it system, whatever. Yes. I believe the system is what controls you. The system is like religion, like war, like financial situation. Like, it's all a system. Why do they control you? Because let me give you an example with financial situation. If you don't have enough money, you're going to be desperate. And that's not being like in the right mindset. That's not like taking decisions with the right point of view.
Right.
So I'm trying to teach my family that there is more out there. There's more inside of them. Because they still like, since I left 7 years ago, they're still the same. I visited on December and they were having fun, like eating the same, doing the same habits. Right. And people need to understand that if you keep doing the same, you're going to have to see results.
Exactly.
Basically become a different person so you can have different results.
Right. And just like you just said, they're still in that same mindset. They're still learning. It takes time. But again, if you don't have that guidance that you are giving to the glitchies, or, it's really, you can get lost in it where you're still in the same mindset for 7+ years. But if you have somebody like you who has the blueprints, you can literally, basically time travel. And you can be somebody amazing like, you are, we even say we're amazing, you know what I mean? Because we know what potential we hold. Most people don't know what they can hold and what they can create. You need somebody like you to unlock that mind.
I want to say something about that because here's the thing. A lot of people think the mentors are here to tell you what to do, and they're actually here to give you feedback. That's the only way that you can learn. You have somebody watching you, telling you, look, this is the way, and it's okay how you're doing it, but you can do it better. And you can do it better, and it's just a matter of feedback. That's how you can actually work on something that you're not even looking at it because you've been doing it for so long. You think it's good.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy about what we're talking about? Like, I mean, for when we're at the beach, we're like masterminding just sitting here, but think about us as being pillars, creating new foundational avenues for people that don't understand this magic that we all have. And we're allowing other people to enter this new zone of the unknown because there's a lot of people that don't even understand how to plug themselves out, but plug themselves into this. Because we're in a different network and a different highway. We're taking a different route to channel all this great source. We're like, they're right out of the roots of the earth and becoming this new version every single day. So that's, I think, what our job is. I think like what you said, like, so I feel like that's our job. I feel like we were made and I was going to say bred. We were bred into this world to become who we are, to help other people tap into this highway of intelligence. And it's crazy because people don't even know, and we're doing it right now.
Exactly. And what I believe is that I'm a funnel. I get to like receive messages.
Right.
Just like tell people like, look, this is what you actually need to do, like,
Yes.
to get your shit together.
Right.
And, I tell them to share the street.
Yes.
Like, look, you need to get to know you. You need to have self-love. Like, use the basic stuff so you can figure it out. Okay, what am I doing with my life?
Yes.
There's so many people just going around, as I said before, like influenced by their parents' beliefs,
Yes.
by their friends'
Right.
opinion, and it's like you don't have your own opinion.
Right.
You don't know that you're powerful on the inside. You don't know that what you're thinking about is basically what you need to be doing. Then not fucking listening to music or to your friend's opinion.
But that's the problem. People love being manipulated by the influence out there. There's so much bad influence, but it's contagious because, let's be real, like, part of our body, mind, soul, we want to have a good time. We want to be out there and enjoying life and in that spirituality, but then we lose tapping into the earth, the manifestations of what we could do to build and be better. And I think that's the hard part because, let's be real, all of us have been in that. So we partied, we've got drunk, we've done everything we could, violated every law, I'm sure. Every law in the book.
Maybe just Eli.
No, you guys are Geminis. Hello. Come on. Anyway, so
I accept. They have done crazy stuff.
but that's the first level. You accept it.
Yes,
So,
yes.
but you have to accept it and embrace it because it's a way to learn. Instead of being like,
Part of you.
it's part of it.
It's who you are, and you need to embrace your like mistakes and the stuff that you don't like about yourself as well, because that's who you are. You cannot be like, oh, I'm all fancy and stuff. Like, I don't do that. What the hell? Like, you do. You need to accept it. To actually become fully like in your best version, you need to accept your mistakes and the things that you like.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of you, Glenn, that you have this ability to like accept it. And that's where everybody has to start. Because even when I was 21 years old, I didn't want to accept it. I was like, I'm going to be chill. I'll wait till I get a little older.
You thought you knew it all.
No, and honestly, let's be real. To this day, every single one of us can think we know a lot, but we know nothing. And I think that's the best part about being human is we continuously have to accept, hey, I know a lot, but honestly, I don't know everything. And I'm going to continue being that sponge and growing more and more to become better by mixing with people like you, like Mike, like myself, and associating with a lot of different groups.
Yes, exactly. And even though, you may be 21, I'm 33, Mr. Eli's 45, but today we came here and we learned lessons from Mr. Glenn today that's going to skyrocket our business because of the different type of energies and mindsets he taught us. So this is what I mean. We're hanging out with people, or we're running into people like Mark Cuban from, a billionaire from Shark Tank. We're having conversations with individuals like this, but the very next day we're taking advice from somebody like Mr. Glenn here, who's 21 years old. That doesn't matter. His mindset, your mindset just...
Yeah, I told you. I'm fucking. I'm like shaking.
I was like, Eli, fuck yeah, fucking...
I was starting to get sweet.
I'm like,
I know California fucking beaches. I was like, you're gonna preach that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So having those type of conversations, with billionaires, but then the very next day learning from Mr. Glenn. It doesn't matter, who you are. It matters where your mindset is. If your mindset's on the right track, and Mr. Glenn has that again. We learned so much from you in the last couple of days, and we're so honored to be here with you. Honestly.
well, I want to say thank you because you gave me the opportunity to influence right now, to walk me here. And what people need to understand is that we learn from everybody because we learn from my students as well.
Yeah.
Some of them, they think like, I already know it all. And the thing is that every day I wake up and I'm like, I need to learn more because there is more information. There is more experience that I need. And I learn from everybody. I learn from the people I teach. They teach me lessons as well. And they give me feedback. Because who's watching me? Like, I cannot do feedback to myself. So I have people and they do feedback for me, like my mentor in boxing, like my mentor in my note in my brain. And they all give me feedback and I get better and better and better. That's what I'm trying to do with people. I'm trying to get them better and better.
And that's such a courageous thing, because you could really just be a 21-year-old and chill, but it's a hard thing to really try to change lives by with the use of social media, with all these different things like YouTube. Like, people go to those sources to try to get advice, and that's really good access points for people to just be able to consume the right data, because television, all that stuff is just a bunch of fake news, we'll call it, right? But
It is.
the reality of it is, there's an abundance of so much information and energy out there. If you were just to plug out of those bad energies, those bad people that are just going to say, don't do that. Don't do that. Why you don't go to work, go do that. Go to college, go get a degree, and spend 10 years of your life getting something where you, me, or Mike are going to make 10 times the amount of money for the fact of doing something that we love, that we enjoy. We're on the beach. I can tell you right now, we're sitting here making money.
Really?
It's insane.
We are.
Sitting here making money and on the beach.
No joke. Like, when I was walking, I was getting the invoice paid for
That's what I'm saying.
services. I'm like,
Dude.
we don't fucking chase.
Yeah.
Fact. And I've been talking about it for so long. Like, I was talking about, like, well, I'm sitting here, I'm making money, and as I said, I brainwashed my mind and I attract it. So that's how everybody should be living. Not chasing like job or money, because that's what people do when they go to a job. They're chasing money. They need money, so they put themselves in the situation to, chase their time for money.
Yeah.
Or that's not really how it works.
Exactly. But that's the issue. I don't think we're going to ever be able to stop everybody. And I think that's the cause of the world. Like, we have to kind of, even us, we have to accept that you can't save everybody. Some people are meant to be examples for others like ourselves to learn from, like, see their mistakes. Because let's be real, when we were making our mistakes, people older or maybe a little bit more mature were learning from our mistakes. They're like, oh, I'm never going to do that. Oh, watch them falling on their face. They're getting drunk. They're doing all these mistakes.
They probably tell us something, but we just weren't right mindset.
Yeah.
So we didn't even realize that we were doing something.
No, exactly. But that's the perfect way of showing yourself, you know what? You can't save everybody. Look at this beach. There's thousands, if not millions of people around this whole entire coast. And maybe, like everybody talks about 1%ers, that 1% is the only people, sadly, that are going to be saved by utilizing their intelligence, their circle of influence.
Right.
I mean, the right circle of influence, let's be real, because we've been in the wrong circles, let's be real, right, Mike? And that's the power of what we are. We're transforming. Every day we wake up with new abilities, like sight, all that stuff. And it only makes us better. And it's actually very enjoyable to know that we can tap into that.
It's just like I told you, like, I wake up and just imagine, like, you're in Miami, right? This is what I do. I just go to the beach, I disconnect, and I connect. What does that mean? I disconnect with society, I disconnect with social media, I disconnect from the phone, from the world that we live in, and I connect it. So, higher. I come to the beach and I put my feet in earth, because we're actually touching earth. And you feel the energy, you feel human, you feel powerful. I usually go in the morning when sun is rising and I get the first light. So I feel like I'm like getting energy. I'm like charging my energy, right? The right energy. And I'm also getting thanks. Because I can bring it, because I can walk. Yes, because since the accident, I've been doing that. I feel so grateful that I didn't die. I had an opportunity.
Wow. And you know what's crazy? You did have an accident. I actually had an accident too. I got hit by a car before too. Literally caused bruises. I've been robbed. I've been kidnapped. I've been divorced. I've been through so many different problems. I mean, we are who we are now.
Yes.
I think these things happen for you, and we have to learn how to embrace that problem. Because instead of being victimized and laying in bed being like, why? Like, why me? Like, how come it happened to me? Like, grow up, put on your fucking clothes and accept the fact that shit happens. And it's sad. It does happen. And we don't like it at that time. But when it happens, you pack up your mind and say, all right, time to find a way to fix this and learn from it. And that's what you did with your accident, right? You matured up and said, I am 21, but I'm like a 100-year-old soul in a 21-year-old body.
So, yes, I actually so here's the thing. I feel grateful that happened to me, because thanks to that, find the perseverance.
Yes.
That makes it stronger, that built me up, and I believe that happened not to me, but for me.
Right.
That was meant to be.
Yes.
Thanks to that, I'm very strong-minded. As I say, that was like the last step that actually took my mindset to a next
I love that.
because I had to go through a hard situation.
Yes.
So many activities.
Right.
So I was limited, and I was grateful that I was able to actually know the little things that I was able.
Right. Right.
And then when I was when I have my full potential to do everything, I can get anything I want.
Right.
I can be with whoever I want. You know, a lot of people like have idols, and I believe like idols that people have, they're not as friends with us. We're the same. We're humans. In our brain, we're powerful. We hold us, but people they just don't know. And I'm here to show.
I feel like guys, like, take a little page out of this chapter that we're talking about, that we literally have the energy inside us. You literally have to take those examples in life and realize that these things are happening in the way for you to recognize what's bad in your life, and also recognize what's good or what's to come, right? Because we're living in that mindset of it's already happened. Like, people talk about, I want to be a billionaire, I want to be rich, I want to be healthy. You can't want, you have to already have it. You already have to live it. And that's the way we live our life. Every day we wake up saying we're billionaires, we're healthy, but we plug ourselves into that kind of wealth, that mindset. And if you guys can do that too, like, that'll take you to the next level of life in a good way.
Yes, because our quick story is literally coins to cars, because we literally used to collect coins from our couches just so we can literally go and eat Del Taco or Taco Bell or whatever. And now, we're driving Ferraris and Teslas. We're coming to the beach with glitter on our shoes, you guys. Like, literally Balenciagas, you know what I mean? And so from coins to cars, you can literally make it happen, because every day that we were collecting those coins from the couch, I was literally telling Eli, I'm going to be in a suit in Beverly Hills. I'm going to be holding a suitcase, and that's going to be the place where I work. Today, I work in Beverly Hills, and I'm always in a suit and a suitcase.
On the Rodeo, by the way.
Right. So you just have to really know that that's who you are, and it eventually catches up. It eventually happens.
Just like the hack I just told you about, that you fish it until you make it, you can leave it. And there's a next step to it, because yes, you gotta believe it and already like talked about it, like it's already here. But also there is something very important, and it's the actions. The actions that you're taking needs to be aligned with it, with whatever you're thinking about and those thoughts. Yes, you need to think that you're already dealing, but if you're not doing anything about it, if you're not, like, your actions are not aligned to his thoughts, to whatever you're talking about, it's worthless.
Exactly. The law of action is so important with the law of attraction. It just, you cannot do one or the other. You have to do both. Sometimes people get confused on that because they're so powerful in the mindset of law of attraction, but then they don't go out there and do the law of action, because you need to do it. Yes, I'm working in Beverly Hills and I have my suits on and I have my suitcase, but even that takes law of action. Sometimes it takes 2 hours just to get ready to perform in front of these people who are billionaires and millionaires. You can't just wake up and just be in Beverly Hills.
Exactly.
You have to put in that law of action. Even how crazy it is, we live 2 hours away from Beverly Hills, and we make that drive. You put in that law of action, and then things happen, like how we were having conversations with Mark Cuban, and then the very next day we're with Mr. Glenn,
Just so associate yourself with the right circles. I mean, that's what we do. Like, you're even here talking to Eli and Mike, like from Florida, all the way across the other side of the country. And you flew out here just so we can connect, we can collaborate, because you want to be associated with people with the like mind, right? So everybody can do the same thing. There's so many things we all can do in our short little life. Life will pass by you so quick. It's crazy. And we can't buy it. We can't control it.
That's the thing. It's running.
It's running. And this day's gone in a matter of minutes. I mean, the sun's almost down, and just it's so sad.
Not really.
But you know what? It's life. It's what it is. Enjoy it. Work hard for it, because it's true. No one's going to tell you what to do. I mean, people are going to tell you what to do, some people, but mentally, you can tell yourself what to do and do the right thing, because if you don't, you're going to look back when you're really, really old and be like, damn.
You're gonna regret
Damn.
it. You're gonna regret it. And the thing with regret is that gets you in a low vibration. What does that mean? That you're not able to attract this stuff. You're not able to attract plus, or the stuff that you really want. The freedom that you want. You're not able to attract it. It's because you're in that vibration. And I don't talk about energy or spirituality too much, but I'm really into spirituality and that path. because I believe I attract anything I think, anything I talk, anything. And as you guys mentioned, like the people to surround yourself with, it's just a little hack because
Yeah,
if you think about it, like if you hang out with drunk people, you're gonna become
absolutely.
you're gonna
Yeah.
become wasted. So you hang out with successful people, you're gonna become successful, and it's not hard.
Yeah.
People, they're out there. You need to change your circle. You know, it's not gonna be easy. You're probably not valuable, and that's fine. But that's why I'm here. So make you valuable.
But you know that's so true because I wake up every day happy, blessed. I get my cup of coffee. I look out the window. I look at my cat. I'm like, hey, cat. And I'm just so blessed. I never, Mike knows this. I never, ever wake up angry, depressed, sad, nothing. I'm like, I'm alive. It's a new day to do something that's going to help make my life better. You know?
It's a new day to make it better, to make it different, to get better 1%. Because that's what I tell my guys. I tell them that you don't have to change hard. Okay? 1% a day will change your life in a year.
Yeah.
I ain't 2. I ain't 10. It's just a matter of being consistent with that 1%. Like sticking to that 1% is so important because it's not so much. You just gotta show up to the gym 30 minutes. Start straight, 30 minutes. And continuously, you will increase to an hour, whatever. You will find out you're actually like, if you want to stay there for 2 hours, you will do it.
It was so easy. It's so easy to do it because, I mean, 30 minutes of your day, turn off the TV. You can, get off the couch for just 30 minutes, go run outside. You could start slowly, but, I think all of us have had, and I don't know if you guys have, I mean, I think we have, all of us had, but there's a time somebody might be unhealthy for a certain period of time and you know when, and you're like, all right, let me go outside, take a run. And you just got to do something a little bit more better, perform on it better. And you got to just keep doing it over and over because eventually it is your life. And there's so many different ways of how to really plug yourself into that. And it's crazy how people make it harder than it really is. It's not that hard to just do a little workout, open up a book, turn off the TV, open up YouTube and watch some intellectual data.
And sometimes it's just about experiences, you guys. Mr. Glenn has been here for only, 2-3 days now. He's already been to the mountains with snow and trees. He's here right now in Santa Monica Pier with the ocean. We were in the sunset. Oh my God, with another beautiful song. He was in the city of Los Angeles. So do you guys see what I mean? Sometimes it's not even, sometimes it's just that new experience. And then you run into people, you meet people like us. But you really have to take that leap and get out of your comfort zone. And this is what Mr. Glenn is trying to teach you guys. And he has the blueprints, which is so important.
I'm also going to touch that because what Eli was talking about, it's about control. So people are way too comfortable. They're in their couch watching TV or in their phone, and they don't understand that the answer is inside, and you need to tap inside, learn about yourself, and get uncomfortable. There's always a few things that you're not gonna like, but you know that's the route. That's what you should be doing.
Right. And can you tell you take this, what is the difference from making decisions from your heart and your mind?
Well, the thing with your heart is that you're acting with your feelings. It's like more reactive.
Right.
And with your mind, it's more logical. So you're actually taking a decision with meaning and you're doing it. That's the thing. Most of the people, they don't even know what they're not conscious. Right. So I want to wake up people. People are like in a dream or something like the guys right now celebrating. What? Yeah, celebrating. What the fuck? Well, I couldn't work. I ain't even been. I need to get back. I want to get back and fucking get
flights to take right now.
Jeez.
Podcast going on. We have so many things. What do you sell?
Exactly. And for example, people don't understand this right now, but I'm making money right here. This is valuable for my students. They value this time from you guys. This conversation. This is valuable for them. And they're paying me a membership to watch the data to get involved. So yes, we are working right now.
Exactly.
Why? Because we're spreading value.
Right. The mind is so much of value if you could really just understand that. So just being part of this, the glitch is so amazing because this is so expensive.
And And let's be real, guys. Look, we're gonna have to get off soon, but we really appreciate you, Glenn, for coming out here for us. Like, it's crazy how you even literally flew just so you can collaborate with us. That should teach your students that you gotta just be uncomfortable. You gotta just do whatever it takes to gather more information. Remember, Bobby Castro talks about the more information, the more you can grow. And you just gotta be a sponge. And no matter how old you are, you can literally be 80 years old and still, hey, I need to be a sponge still, because there's just never enough time for all the information that exists, and that's what's crazy about it. So I just want to appreciate you for coming down here, flying for us, and it means the world to us to know that a 20-year-old dude is willing to come here and absorb data from us. That's a big thing that we'll definitely remember.
And us absorbing data from you, for sure. We learn so much from you being.
Well, as you said, even if you're 80 years old, it's the mindset that you have. If you're 80 years old and you have my mindset, you will humble yourself and learn from anybody. Doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter if you're the master at it, because there's always a lesson to learn.
Exactly.
So thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
And this was one of the best podcasts I ever done.